Hi, I guess you want to see my house, so come in. So before I actually start this house tour, basically I moved into this apartment in August, aka 7 months ago. I live in this 1-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend. This belongs to the student housing of the University of Iceland, and this is a really nice apartment, but we are actually moving next week. So basically I just wanted to do this apartment tour when I had this place finished so I could share with you how I decorated, how was the process. But because we are actually moving so soon, I will never get a chance to actually finish up decorating this apartment, and I really wanted to have on record how this apartment turned out, even though I moved out so quickly. I'm truly just moving into this building, so my apartment will look basically the same, but there are a lot of things that I'm not really a fan of currently because I decorated this place way too quickly and on a really tight budget, and I have a few ideas that I want to move, but I will never do that in this apartment. So if I continue on saying in this video that I really don't like something, I will change it, but just not in this house. So let's get started. So right when you come in, you have this little hallway area where I have a rug with my snow boots and like outside sleepers. I eventually wanted to cover this entire area with a bigger rug and like get a little entryway table, but I actually never did. The only thing that we have at the door is these little hooks where we put our keys. And right next to the door, we have these huge entryway closets, which are honestly a lifesaver because this is a very small apartment, but it was made to be a small apartment, which means that it has a lot of storage. So at least we don't have to worry about that. And that's mainly because of the huge closets that go all the way up to the ceiling. We just keep our bigger coats. Up there we keep some toilet paper, and down here just the mop and the bucket, and also like this little cart that we take to go grocery shopping because we don't own a car. These two other closets, I actually did a video where I kind of organized them, but again, because we're moving out, I didn't get a chance to actually finish organizing these closets, so they are really messy. This side is technically my boyfriend's, and this is my other side of the closet. Here I have my electronics, some makeup products and like pads and stuff like that. Here I have my purses and like documents. This is like the really messy part because it has some like extra decorations. Up there, extra sheets and duvets and all of that. In these drawers, basically in the upper ones, we just keep like our winter stuff, like hats and gloves, and I have a huge drawer with scarves that is way too full, so I'm closing that. Here we have sheets and kitchen towels, more towels, and like more bags to go grocery shopping. And on this too I have all of my ballet stuff, and in this one like field work stuff because I'm a geologist. And on the other side of the door, you just have the entryway for the bathroom. And this is a very small bathroom, like you can see. Basically, when you come in, you just have this heater and the shower, which is really tiny. We just have some products over there. And we actually got this curtain, but it's really bad. It's from IKEA. It's so thin that it just sticks to us when we are trying to take a shower. Over here, right in front of the shower, literally, if you are sitting at the toilet, you almost reach the shower. You just have a very normal toilet, and up there is the only place where we can actually have storage besides the medicine cabinet. Underneath the sink, we just have our laundry hamper, which is like not that good, not that pretty, but it was cheap. The little sink doesn't have much. And in this medicine cabinet, I just keep my makeup and skincare. My boyfriend keeps some random products, and over there is the same. On the little ledge above the toilet, I just keep all of my makeup in this basket. We have toilet paper, but we are currently running out. And here I just have like some random hair products. So right when you come out of the bathroom, you just have this last closet that I didn't show because it's like open. It has coats that we use on a more regular basis, our shoes, boots. I used to have my books over there and we never decided what we wanted to put up on those shelves. And when you get out, you have the rest of the apartment. So on the left, you basically just have the kitchen. So in this first cabinet, it's just basically our pantry. We tried to put up like this shelf and we wanted to get more, but since we moved in August, it has always been sold out at IKEA, and I'm kind of losing my mind because I've been to IKEA so many times and I haven't managed to get the rest of the pantry organizer that we wanted. In these top shelves, we just have some extra snacks and alcohol, even though it's not that much because alcohol is a fortune here. Over on this side, we just have our cereals. And this is not like a full-size fridge, but it's good enough for 2 people. It's currently sort of empty, not very organized, but this is what we are working with. And on the bottom, we just have our freezer. So for the actual kitchen, this is a very tiny kitchen, but thankfully it's not even a kitchenette or whatever you want to call it. It's very functional. It has a decent amount of counter space. It has really tall cabinets, which really helps. You have the sink area, the stove, and a rack where we keep our spices and like extra stuff. In these lower cabinets, we just keep trash. And on this one, we keep pots on top and pans in the middle, and over there, just like kitchen appliances that don't belong in the counter space. On top of the sink, I think these are like the most organized cabinets. We just keep pasta, our plates, our cups, and some extra like pantry products over there. On this side, we just have our microwave, which is kind of tall. The amount of times that we have dropped stuff because it's too high for me to reach it. Those shelves just have some decorations. I never finished decorating them, so they are looking kind of sad. But on this side, we just have more pantry products. This is like cooking stuff, like olive oils, more spices, herbs. Over there I have my things for my salads and all of my boyfriend's teas because he has a weird obsession with tea. And in the upper cabinet, I think it's just baking supplies, even though I don't really bake a lot. This has like silverware, and this drawer used to be really organized in the beginning, but it's kind of a mess right now. Basically, we have like plastic bags in one container, bags, and like, I don't even know what to categorize this. Like trash bags are over here, and it used to be an organized mess, but now it's just something. I will deal with this when I actually move out. And this last drawer, it's like my drawer of shame because when I moved in, I bought something to organize the drawer, but it didn't exactly fit, so I never found a way to fix it. So I actually never organized my Tupperware drawer, and it's really bad, so I'm going to close it. Here, it's my dining area, which kind of is like my favorite part of the house right now because I think it just looks good, even though we only have 2 chairs instead of 4 because we actually haven't been able to afford the 2 remaining chairs, but we'll get them eventually. Basically, on top of this table, I just have my little plants and this beautiful daffodils that I got literally 2 days ago without any blooms, and it's just thriving over here. It's so cute and I'm in love with it. Over here, I just have my pothos plant, which is always thriving basically. And I have this painting that my boyfriend's sister made. We wanted to have 3 of them. That's why I actually never hang this up, but yeah, we are still waiting for the rest of the 2 paintings. Even with that, I still really like this area. It's like very cozy, and I feel like it would have been so cute if it was actually finished, but it will be cute in the next place too. And when you turn around, you have the living room. This living room is really tiny, even though it looks bigger on camera. We just have this rug that we got from IKEA. This table I actually built myself with like some IKEA hack. I have a vlog where I show how to build it, and I think it looks really cool. I think it's basically the only thing in this house that shows some personality, because we were in a really tight budget and we moved into Iceland without knowing any stores besides IKEA and Jysk, which were the stores that we had back in Portugal, and they were very like budget stores and with a very like Scandinavian style, so I feel like everything looks very basic. This couch is also from Jysk. It was really affordable. It has like a chaise longue, even though it's a very tiny couch, but I wouldn't necessarily choose this couch again because I feel like it's too gray and our floors are gray too, so the room feels super dark. These two blue pillows are from H&M Home, and this one is from Jysk. This unicorn is from Mr. Wonderful back in Portugal. It was a gift. That's why I keep a stuffed animal here, but it was a very special gift for me, so I couldn't possibly leave it back in Portugal. This gallery wall behind me, it was never completed. This was just the first paintings that I bought to actually build upon them. So I wanted to make like a huge gallery wall above the couch, but I never got the chance to complete it. So these are all paintings from Jysk. I wanted to put up at least 3 more that I already have, but I'm just going to do that in the other house. This dead plant is an ivy from IKEA, but my boyfriend recently killed it, so we'll sadly have to replace it. But yeah, like you can see, this is actually like a very light part of the day, and the place is really dark. It's a lot worse in the winter. The last part of the room is just this little desk area next to the door when you come in. This is my little like coffee area, and this is a fruit bowl that now sadly only has a singular kiwi, and we keep some coffee pods over there, and on these 2 little baskets we keep onions and garlic and potatoes. And right next to it we just have our little desk corner. This desk chair, we actually got it from free from like the common area of the storage room. Someone left it there and we picked it up, which was good because in that same week we managed to find this desk from Facebook Marketplace for like 30 euros, which was so good because it's basically brand new. It just has like a little scratch, and right on top of the desk we just have this little mug that I made when I went to like this coffee shop where you can paint pottery and stuff like that. It was really fun. Here we just have this little bookshelf that isn't styled at all. We just have some random books, but I don't like the color separation of the books that's going on here. The rest of the desk we just have this lamp and this painting from Paris that is hanging up here was going to move up to the gallery wall. We just didn't want to leave it above the couch alone because it made the place look like an old person's house. I also recently got that painting back in Lisbon and I really like it, but like I have to mix these 2 paintings with like some more modern ones. So I'm kind of trying to make like a mix between different styles, but I will have to do that later. And finally, the brightest part of the house is just the bedroom. Literally, this bedroom doesn't really have anything else besides this bed, and it's really big. We didn't really want this gray headboard because everything in the apartment is already gray, but we had been sleeping on the floor with just a mattress for like 2 months because apparently in Iceland everything is always sold out, so we just bought this one because it was cheap. Because we can't really hang up things on the walls, we just have these lamps on the headboards, which I hate because like you can see, we don't have space for a side table at all, and there is no more space to actually put a bed in this bedroom because if you turn around, clearly you can't put it up against the window because you block the closet. Here you don't have much space because you have this sliding door, and yeah, so it leaves the only space available to actually put a bed here. Even though we really liked to have bedside tables, it's just not gonna happen. And basically in the closets, I've shown this a few times, but the closets are like incredibly tall, like the rest of the cabinets here in this apartment. So it does have a lot of storage, but it's not like useful storage. So basically it has this tiny space to hang up clothes, and the rest is just empty space. You have mostly like super tall shelves that are extremely deep, but I can't actually use the rest of the shelf unless I have what I have here, which is like this thingy that I use to put up clothes, but like you can see, it's not very easy to do. So in the bottom of the wardrobe, I just have a box with my swimsuits, and in these drawers I have underwear, but it's really messy, so I'm not going to show that. I have like my long sleeve tops. Here I have tank tops and like thermal clothes because this is Iceland and it gets cold sometimes. And in this drawer that is way too full right now, I have pajamas and workout clothes. And yeah, that's literally the bedroom. Besides that, we only keep like the vacuum in this little corner of the room because we don't have anywhere else to put it. So yeah, this was my little house. I really like it, but I just wanted to say something in the end of the video that I feel like I have never heard anyone saying in one of these videos where people show up their house. I feel like I have been really struggling with comparing my house to other people's houses, and especially with people here on YouTube and other social media platforms, because I feel like no one mentions how hard it is to actually decorate a place, because furniture and decorations are very expensive, and I had these old expectations of the things that I wanted to buy for my future house, and I was really excited to move out of my parents' house where I only had a chance to decorate my bedroom while I was growing up. But I feel like it's so much more challenging to actually decorate a place, and when you see these videos of people moving out, I don't know how, it's probably because they are influencers and they can get some free stuff, and also they have a lot of money probably. They can immediately decorate everything perfectly and they face no issues. They can just buy whatever they want to buy without considering like the prices, and that's not the reality for most people. Even though this is a very comfortable house and I'm very grateful and lucky to even have such place for my first apartment out of my parents' house, I feel like it looks very basic and I want it to feel like me. But when you spend all of your time on Pinterest, when you go to this very like popular shops, it's very hard to actually curate what you want to have in your own house. And yeah, I just wanted to let you know that if you are feeling the same way and trying to decorate something and you keep always comparing yourself to these influencers' houses, you're not alone. And yeah, I just wanted to say that because even though I'm still very grateful for my house, some days I just wake up and I feel like I hate everything. I feel like it's just because this gallery wall just has these most generic paintings and it doesn't really reflect my personality, and like this also for area is just very basic, and I don't know, I'm sorry for the rant, but yeah, I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, especially my moving series that's coming up next, it's not really going to be a moving series, it's basically going to be like 2 vlogs of me moving because it's going to be in the same building. But if you want to see that, I hope that you can stick around and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, which will be me moving into my next house, which I'm so excited to stop living in the ground floor and having people staring to my apartment. I cannot wait. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!